Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a Namine makeup tutorial. Just kind of want to put this out there. I do not know what I'm doing with makeup in general. I just kind of make this up as I go along and it seems to work out not so bad. A lot of people seem to really like my Namine cosplay, so I figured I might as well do a makeup tutorial for it since apparently I looked a lot like Namine. Sorry for the bad camera quality. This is on my tablet since I don't have an actual film camera, but let's try this. I've already done my foundation because there's not really much point showing you that. It's just basic putting on liquid foundation. Eyebrow concealment, don't ask me how to do that because I genuinely do not know. And contacts I already have in because I find them easier to put in before all the makeup process. I'll leave a link to the contacts I have down below, but they're from Pinky Paradise. I cannot remember exactly which ones right now, but I'll leave the link anyway. So for contour stuff, I use the 17 Define & Contour, and basically I only take a very small amount of the darker one. So I just take a very small amount. Like I've already said, I do not know what I'm doing with makeup. I do not use the right brushes. This is just how I do it and it seems to work out not so bad. So like I say, just very light amount of this one, to the point where you just kind of put it on here. And I know I'm going to get a lot of comments from people saying, oh, you've done this wrong, but it's like, this is how I do it. So I can guarantee this makeup tutorial is not going to be for everyone, but there's not really anything I can do about that. Also, I do not have a blending brush or anything like that, so I just kind of use a makeup sponge. So, like I say, don't really put much on, just kind of subtle. Next thing that I do is I have this really old Rimmel London set. This one, I'm not entirely sure which one it is, I've had it for a few years. And I normally just go for, hang on, I need to get a brush out. I normally just go for kind of the top one because it's really light, and you just really want a very subtle blush for Namine, just kind of right under her eyes for some reason. I don't know why hers is there, but like I say, just very subtle. So next thing that I tend to do is eyeliner, just not a lot of it, normally a very fine line, and then you extend it just slightly past your eyeline. I can tell right now there's going to be a few people questioning how I do my eyeliner, but so yeah, you can kind of see just past it and then kind of bring it into your waterline. So yeah, just it kind of exaggerates the end of your eyes a bit. That's really all you kind of need it to do. Next thing I do is I've got this white eyeliner. It's Maybelline one, I believe. And I normally just put it the outer corner of my waterline to exaggerate that bit. It just kind of helps that part of the eye look a lot bigger. It's just what I do. So next thing I do is mascara, and I'm pretty sure this is a Barry M one. I'm not entirely sure. It's just really good. Most people would kind of do fake lashes at this point, but I kind of have naturally long eyelashes and tend not to use fake ones. So for actual eyeshadow, I go for, I have this really sort of light brownish one, this. I normally just put a small amount of that on, like just at the end of the eye, because it adds that sort of shadow look, and for some reason all the Kingdom Hearts characters have big eyes, so it seems to be the best kind of option. So it's kind of added a bit of a shadow there, and it just really helps the eye shape for some reason. I've already said I'm not good at this. This is going to be a really cringeworthy video, I can already tell. So when it comes to the lips, I have this really light kind of natural colour. It looks really dark, but when it goes on it's like a really natural, and it's strange. just because all the characters seem to have like really pale kind of looking lips. And then I have a lip gloss from the Soap and Glory makeup stuff. It's really good. I just kind of use it because it adds a small touch of colour, especially on top of this one. It's really good for the characters. And yeah, normally just add it like right in the middle, sort of on the inside bit. So for the nose, I come back to my contour kit. For some reason I don't do all my contouring at once. I don't really know why, don't ask. Normally add a little bit of shadow just kind of at the ends. And then I normally just do a very small amount coming up to the eyebrows. I would also like to point out contouring is not something I'm very good at anyway, which is why it always looks quite bad when I do it. So I then take the light side of this, just to kind of add a bit of highlight right to the front of the nose. And then for doing eyebrows, like this is not something I would normally do. I normally just kind of leave them because I'm kind of useless with them. But it's just a really cheap makeup set that I've got, and there's a really light blonde just here. So I normally just kind of, this is the one I would normally use to start off with. Just so that, you know, the eyebrows don't look far too dark. And yeah, this is basically the end of the makeup side for it. And then my wig, I actually got this one off of Amazon and cut it quite a lot, which is why it doesn't look too great, to be honest. But, and this is basically my Namine cosplay. So I can leave the link to the wig in the description as well. I'll leave contacts, makeup that I used. None of it's really that great, to be honest, just cheap stuff, but I can list it in the description down below. Hopefully some of you find this useful. Hopefully it's not as cringeworthy as I think it is, but knowing my luck it will be. Also my first video that I've done, so hopefully do another one sometime soon.